how angels really look. So this is the modern image of an angel. You know, the famous wings on the back, the robe, all white. But nah, that's not an angel. These are angels. Real biblical angels. This is where the wings come from. These are the 9 types of angels. You can see where the humanoid figure comes from and the robe and all that shit. But if you look, in SpongeBob, they depicted this angel. This is another subliminal. Angels are what you would call guardians of the galaxy. They basically the managers of this matrix. So yeah, this shit is interesting.
You are the only one here right now. I'm about to get real deep in this video, so if you're not a deep thinker, you might as well keep scrolling. You know how I tell y'all we are all one, we are all connected, we are all God? I've heard that so many times, but do you really understand it? Us as a living species, also including bugs, flowers, and dogs, we all share one thing, and that's consciousness. That one consciousness is you, it's me, it's God. Us as humans and dogs and shit, we don't really exist. We are just a physical experience for that one consciousness. That one consciousness is you having an experience with other people. Let me give an example for y'all. Say you was stuck in a room for eternity, right? With no rooms or no doors or nothing. The thing that you're left with is your thoughts. Now close your eyes and envision a whole community with people and different species and all kinds of shit in your head. Imagine if you could express that thought into a physical reality. That's how we're here now. We are nothing but a thought that was manifested in this physical reality. We think we're all separate, but we're still connected to that thought. That thought is the source, God. Every single one of us is still that one consciousness in that room. But now we are in different bodies expressing ourselves in different egos. We're still all connected with that one consciousness. We all have consciousness. If you still don't believe we're all one, then let me show you this. Look how your brain cells resemble the universe. Look how your DNA resembles the Double Helix Nebula. Look how your eye resembles the Crab Nebula. Do you think trees and roots resembles lightning? Your lungs? Even the veins in your body. We are literally all one. We're all connected. We're the same thing. So you are God. God is us. God is everything. We're not separate from God at all. God is our consciousness. We all experience each other through our eyes. Hey, you and the dog are looking at each other. You're experiencing the dog as a dog and he's experiencing you as a human. We're the same being but just having a different experience. Everything always goes back to the eye. You refer to yourself as I. That's because it's the eyes that give vision to your consciousness. Eyes is what births your experience. The I/awareness is God. You think the eye is such a big deal? The Illuminati eye, the third eye, the iPhone. Don't you think whoever made language, whoever got us saying this shit knew exactly what they was doing? Even if you're not a deep thinker, I know you can put that together. You watch this video and understand this shit. I love y'all.
So she is real. Yes, she's what we call a clone. So she's not found in the wild. She was created in a lab, but she was created using DNA from an actual dinosaur species called the Mongolian velociraptor. Because the DNA that we're using is so old, parts of it are degraded. So she doesn't look exactly like her ancestors did. For example, her ancestors were feathered dinosaurs, so she should be covered in feathers. We didn't get that gene partially because the DNA is so old. We might be able to find it. But the thing is our geneticists, when they make changes to the genetic code, they have to make sure that they're only making decisions that are going to benefit her health. And so because she was going to grow up healthy without feathers, they made the decision not to try and turn it on because they could accidentally mess something up, you know?
I used to play a lot of chess, and I used to be like, I don't like the king pussy, he don't even know how to move. Till an older gentleman told me, you know why he moved like that? Because every move is a calculated step. He took a lot of losses to become who he is. I took a lot of losses. People ask me, Gates, why you fight so good? I took a lot of losses. Teeth knocked out, black eyes, broke nose, all that. I took a lot of losses, you know, to become this individual that I am. You get tired of losing, you're gonna learn how to win one day.
How can a slave and a master both serve the same God? Then both of them expect their prayers to be answered by the very same God. How is that possible? Ephesians 6:5. Slaves, obey your earthly slave masters with respect and fear and with sincerity of the heart, just as you would obey Christ. This is exactly why I block every single person that tries to come into my lives or comment on Jesus and say Jesus is going to save my life. What you have to understand is me as a black person understands that the Bible and that religion was then used to enslave our people even more. Our ancestors were enslaved and weren't able to learn anything else besides the Bible. If they were caught reading anything else, they would actually get beaten or in trouble. They were only able to learn the English language and read the Bible. So what does that tell you? The best way to manipulate and take over a whole dynasty or civilization is to take all the knowledge that they once knew and to give them the knowledge that you want them to know.
You know, if you die today, that this reality no longer exists? This reality exists solely off your observation. Those people aren't real. Those places aren't real. Those things aren't real. They only exist because you're observing them. This world is like a video game, and you logged into consciousness. You weren't born here. You weren't created. You logged into consciousness. When you take the F out of life, you realize life is a lie. This isn't really real. This is a holographic projection from DNA, a genetic simulation. You didn't get lucky. You didn't get unlucky. This is a proving ground. You're going through exactly what you need to go through to prove that you are God, to come to the understanding that I am. This is the highest consciousness, the highest awareness. You're supposed to live a righteous life, in tune with nature. And if you can't do that, you're gonna perish. The earth is an organism, a body, and you're supposed to live in tune, in harmony with this body. This body has laws. Make sure y'all share this video. Reflected light from the Most High Chief Babaji. Peace to the gods. I love myself.